Hey guys, Tattoo for You, Richard here, and it's a wonderful Monday morning. Excuse me. Sorry, I just had breakfast. Got kids off to school. My little one, she's eating, or my oldest is eating breakfast right now. She's waiting. She's gonna go out there for in a minute for the bus. I can't speak proper. Sorry, ma. Drinking some OJ in my side cup. But Monday update time. So the kids were all gone this weekend. It was just me, so I just pretty much hobbied all weekend long. I got my remoras. I'll give you a little sneaker peeker. I got them semi-painted. Still have second coats of red to put on, and I gotta wash them next, and then put a coat of red on. I'm trying glazing instead of flat out red, because I want to do everything a little bit more less clean, I guess, is what I'm looking for. Just while I'm having fun with weathering too. I'm probably going to do a tutorial video on weathering, 2 different styles. The pluck and pull, the pluck method, and the pluck foam method, and then the salt method, the salt technique. I really like the salt technique. It's more for vehicles than anything. The pluck foam method works on better on other models, but got that going on. I'm going to do another review video later on this week. What else do I got going on, man? I built the Wyvarna. That was fun. And it looks awesome. I love his pose. I glued him to a base too now. So if I can get things off my shelf without breaking things on my shelf. Maybe one of these days I'll give you a little view of my shelf that looks ridiculous. So, here it is. I don't know if you can see it. I have the camera normally is backward facing, and I do that with the camera in front of the screen. Now I'm doing it the right way on the phone, so the arms still move, body moves, and then the head moves too for now. That's not supposed to be there. But yeah, I think that's it for updates. I mean, I'm going to work on the terrain challenge today a lot, and my goal is to get it. My goal today is to get it built completely, to where all I have to do now is paint. I want to get it into the paint process. That is my goal. I think I've reached a level where if I work on it any longer, I'm going to go crazy and add too much to it. And I'm already slightly going insane. I'm going insane. I'm going insane. I'm like a bird going insane. But anyway, let's get on to the questions. Let's start bottom up today. Okay, first question is from Mini Warzone. What's up, guy? I love Werewolf and still have all my books. Used to play Vampire and Mage and even Wraith. Ah, good times. What has been your favorite model to build so far? I'm going to be over at your house in a little while. We're going to play some Werewolf. It's going to be fun. Favorite model to build so far? I think any of the Riptides so far. I mean, I like the posability of them. I like how I just like how you can give them like character in their poses. That's my favorite. The Riptide variant models, even the Storm Surge, because of that posability factor. Riptide's number 1. Number 2 is that custom Arvis lighter that I made, the conversion. That was pretty fun, putting that together. Like, trying to come up with ideas on how it should be. That one's fun, for sure. On to the next question. Wargamer Shawn. What's up, buddy? He says, cool that you played Rifts. My favorite character was a leyline walker. Those were pretty rad. Fun times. Have you ever played the Fallout video games? Cheers, man. Rifts. It's funny. On Rifts, my character I had was a... I played two different characters on Rifts. The second character I played was a superhero that I made up. He's kind of like a Hulk type character named Dementia, but he was a slave from Atlantis. And he was a brute of a guy, really awesome. And I made the mistake one day of unstaking a vampire because I was told to. And I rode real low. So apparently when you unstake a vampire, they're instantly like bloodlusting hungry. And I got killed. He gave me a choice to die or become a vampire. And I was like, man, I don't really want to become a vampire. I'll just make a new character. And I think that was pretty much the last time we got to play because of some stuff happened. But my first character, my very favorite character, was a dog boy named Rover. I was a Rottweiler, and I was created as a personal bodyguard to a commanding officer. And so I had, he gave me a higher strength. I had normal human speaking abilities. So I was a little bit like, more on a level of a human, but a dog. So, and then what was funny is we were playing as part of the coalition. If any of y'all know Rifts, coalitions are like basically the Nazis of the new world in that thing. But I was the personal bodyguard to this commanding officer, but he also had a Psy Stalker, I think is what it is. That's usually in charge of the dog boy groups. And like he had his legion of dog boys or whatever. Well, one night we got in a fight, like a literal fight. So me and another player were sitting there rolling dice against each other. It was hilarious. And I whooped up on him pretty good. And then that same in-game night, I was in bed sleeping, and then he came and tried to kill me while I was asleep. And I had slept with a vibroblade under my pillow, and I rolled the dice, and I had a natural 20. And I didn't kill him, but I got to jump on him instead, let's say. And I ended up turning his entire dog pack against him just by simple dice rolls. It was great. So we had a hunt, and from that day, my alarm went off. But yeah, I was saying from that day on, after that incident, and we had the hunt, and we chased him down. We killed his character. He was a little upset about it, but he got to roll up a new character. But from that point on, our entire party fled the coalition. We became AWOL or whatever, and that was kind of fun. But I kept that character for the longest time, and he became like a wandering rover. Rode this bike around the wastelands of the Americas. It was cool. It was a fun thing. That wasn't even a question, but I had to ramble about that. I apologize. Have you ever played the Fallout games? Yes, I have. I am currently... My wife got me an Xbox One recently. I've been wanting to play Fallout 4, and I just haven't been able to. So, for my birthday this weekend, my brother, who can't keep secrets, told me he's getting me Fallout 4, so I will be playing at that. Still recording and hobbying, but... Oh, sorry. Have a good day, baby. I love you. Rose, have a phenomenal day. See you later. Get her off to school now. It's awesome. The bus picks up in front of the house. Woo. So yeah, no, I'll be playing Fallout 4 here soon. And I accidentally, maybe on purpose, already downloaded the new Automaton DLC. Because you can build robots. Yes. So, yeah. I may be getting sucked into that game. A lot of sleepless nights, I bet. Next question. Heresyproducktionz, or just Palmer. good guy. Let's see. He says, nice one. I don't remember if you said you airbrushed minis or not. Any thoughts on the subject? Be prepared to duck either way. Ha ha ha. No, I do. I enjoy my airbrush. I like my airbrush. I airbrushed younger as a kid. T-shirts out at Six Flags and stuff. And then got away from it for the longest time. Just usually just strictly drawing and pencil, paper, and stuff like that, and painting. Got back into miniatures. Thought about using an airbrush for it because my wife had picked me up one, but I was a little nervous about it. So I just used it strictly for putting on the primer and the base coats and stuff. I got more into airbrushing other things. And so I decided to up it a little bit and start airbrushing more miniature-wise. And I like it. I like it a lot, man. It's a tool. It's a good tool. It also keeps me happy since I don't get to tattoo anymore, really, that much. So it's similar. Not really similar, but I guess the feel of it makes me feel like I am again. But yeah, it's an awesome tool, man. You can get some cool fades. You can get some cool stuff going on in it, techniques and whatnot. I really think people should give it a try. You know, you got a lot of people who are strictly anti-airbrush. They hate it with a passion and like down you for even thinking about an airbrush. But if you just got one and gave it a shot, you know, and don't strictly use it only to paint your miniatures, I think you'll have fun. I mean, I see tons of cats. Who was I watching the other way? Dr. Faust, I think, was painting something online, and he used the airbrush and paintbrush. I mean, you can do it. Watch that guy over at that other next level painting on occasions. He does the same thing. He airbrushes and he paints with a brush. It's a tool. It's something that helps you, you know. Don't knock it for sure, you know. If you're just strictly paintbrush and you love it, cool, do that. Stick to it. More power to you. That's awesome. But don't hate on others that do. You know. So I hope that answers your question. Bit rambly, but next question, Grawlys lair. Good Q&A, buddy. Richard, Rich, Rick, Ricky, Dick, or something else? How do you prefer to be named, and which version winds you up the most? I prefer Richard. I went by Rich for the longest time. And, I mean, when I was growing up, it was Richard or Little Richard, because my dad's name's Richard as well, which is funny, and I'm, like, almost a foot taller than him. And bigger. But, so I decided at one point to change it to Rich, and I went by that for the longest time because I was Big Rich and everything. Everybody called me Big Rich, Rich. But now I've kind of gone back to Richard. I don't know why. I just got this thing in my mind lately. I was named Richard by my parents. That's what I wanted to be called, you know. Which one winds me up the most? None of them. Yeah, not even. I mean, you people call me whatever as long as it's Rich. It's close to Richard, you know. People called me Dick before, and I was like, I can be. We used to have a running joke that if I was going to make business cards that said, "Come get tattooed by the biggest dick in Texas." Play on words there. But we got down to it, and honestly, I'm not a jerk. I'm a nice guy, so. At least that's what I've been told. So I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So. Last question. Idicbeer. Really enjoyed this one, dude. How has your channel changed your life? Definitely for the good, man. Once, you know, I've been sick for 6 years now. I got hit with this condition, and it steadily got worse. Working in a tattoo shop, being hunched over all day, doing 8-hour straight tattoos, you know, with like a 15, 20-minute break here and there. My legs swole up. They swole up really bad. And just doing that for years and years, and, you know, trying to support my family, not knowing what's going on, and then finding out what was going on, but then still not stopping tattooing. It got worse. It just got really bad, you know. And then we decided at one point I had to quit. I had to stop. I couldn't function anymore. My doctor gets on to me now if I'm sitting, because I have a wheelchair when we go out places. If I'm sitting in my wheelchair for longer than an hour, she's mad at me because I'm not supposed to be sitting like that because it causes my legs to swell up. I'm supposed to be spending most of my time sitting back with my legs propped up somewhere, so that way my fluid can flow. When you lose everything, you lose, like, 12 years professional tattoo artist, man. Opened a tattoo shop the last of my career. My second shop, but opened the last time. When that had to shut down that shop and I had to quit tattooing, it hit me hard, man. You kind of lose sight of what your purpose is, you know. You don't know what you're gonna do. You were the sole provider for your family, you know. Tattooing is awesome, man. You can bring home a pretty decent paycheck in a week. You know, there's been more than a couple times I brought home almost $3,000 in a week doing tattoos, man. I mean, I'm not trying to brag, but I mean, you feel good being able to support your family. And then all of a sudden you're down to nothing, you know. I had to apply for disability so I could get insurance to get health care, which helps a lot. But it hit hard, man. Depression hits you, not enough where you want to, you know, do the big deed, but it just sucks. You feel less than you were, you know. So, starting this channel, and more getting into the hobby too, you know. Getting the hobby was awesome, but then starting this channel helps even more because it kind of gives you something, gives you a little bit of purpose, you know. People comment, people like and stuff. My channel's grown, you know, 105 subscribers now. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel appreciated. I guess that's what I'm looking at. It makes you feel like people enjoy coming to see it, and so you want to continue your channel. You want to do more content and produce better stuff, you know. Yeah, so I mean, this has changed my life quite a bit, man. It's made me definitely a lot happier. I've had other changes in my life that have boosted me up quite a bit, but still not. I was still missing something, and this has helped a lot. It really has, and it wasn't for you guys. You guys helped a lot. You, Nick, you know, spreading word and just the shout outs and the cheers, you know, and everything. Yeah, dude, it's awesome, man. I mean, what more can I say? So, guys, I appreciate it. I love you. As always, keep the questions coming, man. I mean, it's just something to do. It's fun. Throw the questions in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jizzy jazz. And dudes, yeah, I love you guys, man. And gals. Y'all take care. Have a happy, awesome, and continue soaking up that nerd life, man. Just keep that nerd life coming. Later.